Well, welcome back as we continue coverage of this President's Cup here at MCL in Tampa. It's game number two, Rebels Cricket Club against the Bermuda national team, and the Rebels winning the toss, deciding to take first strike. Sohail is on strike now. He's going to face Delray Rawlings, and Rawlings, who normally has that ball behind his back, hasn't started badly at all. Of course, the game went to a super over with Titans claiming victory over Gladiators. And today, game number two is Rebels. Taking full strike after winning the toss. That's a good delivery there by Rawlings. Just making sight. He's a tall man, Delray Rawlings, and he shares the first over with Sohail on the strike. And just two without loss at the end of over. Number one. Patel and Sohail, it's probably a good time to introduce Rabia. Hi, Rab, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Former Pakistani under-17 player. Have you enjoyed the proceedings today?
Yes, it's such a wonderful experience for me to see cricket here in the US because it's only my first year here, and yeah, it's such a wonderful experience for me.
So it's Bermuda national team. They're in black. Don't think this will be too kind to them in black. It'll just draw heat. Let's hope that they don't heat, as they will be able to really create an impression here as they head to Argentina to play a qualifying match, an ICC qualifying match later on. So they're only there. They stopped over and they take part in this tournament. So it's going to be Burgess to take up the attack of far end. This is played away nicely. Third man, they take one. That's all they're going to get. So Bermuda would have played at the ICC World Cup in 2007 in the West Indies at the likes of Dwayne Lerock. Don't know if he's involved in cricket across in Bermuda still. We will find out. But for the moment, it's Burgess. That's a good delivery, and he's edging straight through to the wicketkeeper. Bermuda strikes in the very sad over as that's wicket number one. Sohail goes forward behind, and the Rebels are now 6 for 1. A good delivery there, Rabia. Delivery just outside the off stop. You can see the replay.
Good catch there, back to by the keeper.
Yeah, it's moving away from him at pace. That was a bad shot by Sohail. He was playing across the line, and that one peeled off the edge and into the gloves of the wicketkeeper. So a wonderful start there for Bermuda. Rebels are 6 for 1. So how was your experience playing for Pakistan?
Well, I was going to play. I played under 17 back in Karachi, and then I was going on to play under 19. But then I had to come here for my undergrad degree, so I kind of had to put that on pause. And I'm here in the US trying to look for cricket to play. So yeah.
Well, you found cricket.
I have. Hopefully, I'll get to play soon.
Yes, are you a batter or a bowler?
Yeah, better.
Batter. So how is the competition like to get into that Pakistan team? I mean, there are probably thousands of girls who are interested in playing for Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, unlike what people think, there's like a lot of competition even for girls in Karachi especially. So yeah, I've been playing since I was very young, so I've been kind of like tuned into playing professional cricket, and I used to play with boys, so there was good quality cricket all around. And yeah, I saw a lot of competition even like in the under 17 qualifiers and the selection. Yeah.
Five for 1 at the moment. Rebels losing a wicket in over number 2. Here's Burgess. Again, another good delivery. And just flailing his bat at that was Patel. So it's very hot here in Tampa today. Have you enjoyed the weather here?
It's very similar to Karachi's weather, and I'm not enjoying it, to be honest.
I guess you were expecting cold weather
I
coming
was.
to America?
I was. And it's just warm all year round, especially now.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery there by Burgess. Just touching down and moving away slightly, playing down the wrong line. On that occasion, there was Patel. He's new to the crease. Burgess in the midst of a good spell.
Hmm.
This is game number 2 on day 1. We have one more game this evening. Again, good delivery. So this is a good start here by Burgess. These Bermudan players are accustomed playing on turf pitches, so there will be a slight adjustment for them as they play on the AstroTurf. Their strength and conditioning official is here with us, so he might be able to give us an idea as to whether there are two AstroTurf pitches in Bermuda. You always hear about the Bermuda grass. Let's say good evening, good afternoon to all the wonderful people in the country. I'm sure they're proud of their national team that is in preparation now for that qualifier against Argentina. Argentina better known for football.
I actually wasn't aware there was a national Bermuda cricket team. So it's kind of a shock to me.
Well, they actually played at the 2007 World Cup in there on the run.
Wow.
In Port of Spain. I covered that. That time their coach was former West middle order batsman Augustin Logie. Is Delray Rollins, who normally participates at the US Open. That's good delivery. Trying to cramp Ashish Patel for room. Strong wind picks at the back of us, just cooling the area. Rabia would like that. She hates the heat coming from Karachi in
Sure,
southern
everyone's
Pakistan.
enjoying
It's
it.
a port city, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you miss Karachi?
I miss Karachi a lot. It's so quiet here in Tampa. I'm so used to all the noise and the loudness, and it's not the same.
Karachi is a bustling city,
Yes, for sure.
the home of Javid Miandad. Some sad news coming to hand. Javid has been hospitalized.
Yeah, I did see that.
One wishes him all the speedy recovery for the legend.
Hmm.
Javid still actively involved in cricket in Karachi?
I don't think so. No. I think mostly because of his health.
Ed, dunk the third man. Rawlings. That's not coming on with the arm. Yeah, let's allow that one to turn away from the right hander. They're coming back for this is good running. Good awareness there, Abia.
Mhm.
Delry. Not doing a bad job here at all. It's second over, none for 7. You'll take that any day and twice on a Sunday. Oh,
well
beautiful delivery. Hanging it in the air, that's allowing it to turn. Pitching. end of the 10 for 1. Tell us, Rabia, how difficult it was for Pakistani aspiring cricketers like yourself and also fans when Pakistan was denied international cricket for so many years?
Um, well, as you know, and as everyone knows, people back are like very passionate about Pakistan. I mean, cricket, and I think they were very disappointed when they didn't have the opportunity to do. But things are getting better now, and the team is so much better now, so much stronger, and they play all over the world, different leagues, which is good. So yeah, happy to see all the progress, and I'm sure all the people back home are too.
And then back to your time, playing for Pakistan on the 17 team. Which are some of the countries you played against?
Well, we didn't play any international games. It was we played a tournament that was held in National Cricket Stadium in Karachi,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the regional teams. It was Sindh, Balochistan. I played in the Sindh team.
West got you there. That's a wit again for Burgess. Getting tremendous lift on that. And Patel looking to play the full shot. It took the top edge, went straight down to third man. And the catch hasn't completed. Rebels are now 10-2. Let's have a look again here, Rabia. Taking the top edge and down to third man. So you're playing against Balochistan, I think.
Yeah, all the regional teams in Pakistan, and we actually managed to win the tournament.
What were your performances like?
Well, I didn't get to bat in one of the matches, but when I did get to bat, it was pretty good. I kept Fatma Sana, who's in the international team, Pakistan national team as of now. She's a new fast bowler, and it was wonderful playing under her captaincy.
The Rebels under the run here at the moment. Burgess has taken 2 wickets. Strong man, Burgess. Down the leg side, well taken by the wicket keeper. Ken bowled, got a hard length being bowled by Burgess. He's taken 2 for 3. Ken down the leg side. Keeper test here by Burgess. And he spiked the test. Very good by the wicket keeper. Twelve for 2 at the moment, Rebels. Short of a length. So the Bermuda national team here really showing that they're well-oiled youth. There's this again. And that's too hot. Too much pace. And of the over at the end of over 4. In fact, one delivery. Yes, one delivery to go. 13 for 2. That's the end of over. At the end of over number 4, it's 13 for 2. Thirteen for 2. There's a change in the bowling attack, and this is a drive. You're offside. There's a lever rock in the attack. I'm going to ask young Douglas if Leverock had any relations with Dwayne Leverock.
Yes,
Oh, it's his nephew. So the Leverock who is bowling is the nephew of the former World Cup player Dwayne Leverock. So he comes from good cricketing stock. Ball him! That one rushed through. He was a true shot and too late, and his stumps have been dismantled. 40 for 3. Good afternoon to the big man from Streamo. I'm in Matia. Streamo, new site that you can interact with. You can get almost anything to buy online. But for this point in time, he's just looking to charge his phone. $14 for 3. And the man, Douglas, will be very happy at this point in time. Have him on in a bit, just to tell us about his team's matches that are coming up, the situation that they're in at the moment. In fact, I think we can do that now. So the strength and condition manager is joining us now, the Bermuda national cricket team, and that's Douglas. And good afternoon, Douglas. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Any day around cricket is a good day.
Yes, that's a powerful statement. Here's Leverock. He's balling! Leverock is on spot here. Wicket to wicket. He's bowling, and I'm afraid he's on a hat trick now. Score is 14 for 4. You must be very happy with what you, Douglas.
Well, it's always to get off to a good start, but it's a long way yet. It's a long way. Um, we're still just at hard pace, really. The Leverrock's running in. It's not really being hard. So just to get things organized before we get down to Argentina.
Tell us a bit about that tournament that you're going down there to play.
A very, very important tournament, long road to the World Cup. It works like this. This is the IC Americas tournament. The next World Cup T20 is going to be in West Indies and USA.
Mm-hmm.
So the wonderful thing is that USA got a free pass.
Yes.
They're already in there. So this leg of tour is we're playing teams like Argentina, Belize, Bahamas, Panama, I think. So we them, and once we get through, it's up 3 teams that get through this tournament here.
Mm-hmm.
They qualify for the next round, which is going to be in Bermuda in September. So
Right.
we're excited about that. Now that's when it becomes a bit more difficult. We're confident we can get through this one. You don't take anything for granted. The next tournament, it's the same 3 teams that qualify in Argentina go through to Bermuda. Also, you're playing Canada. You know the strength of Canada. At the moment, Canada's, in my mind, is better than the USA. They're very, very talented, very difficult team. So we're going to have to peak at the right time. There's only one team going through, the Americas region. So it looks like on paper the bookies were between Bermuda and Canada at the moment.
Well, Bermuda has a very rich cricketing legacy, having played at the 2007 World Canada played at the World Cup prior to that 2003 in South Africa. And so both teams had experience that, well, not the players here currently, but the fans would have had the experience of their team playing at the World Cup before.
Yeah, we have, and that's a wonderful thing, but it's been a lot of years, and it's been a lot of cricket in between, and it's been a hard journey in between. So this looks like possibly, a realistic chance of getting to the next level. As you know, it's very difficult in how ICC have things now.
Well, that's a big booming bouncer. That's going to run away down to a long leg. And it signaled wide. It was very high over the head of Mitul.
Yeah, so as I was saying, the road isn't easy for Bermuda trying to make their next World Cup. And I believe ICC have done things that it's just difficult, for the Americas and particularly even Bermuda to make it.
Well, the gospel of ICC should be to spread the game.
Sounds good. Sounds good. They say things like that, and you talk about inclusive and all of that there as well, but money gets in the way, I believe.
Just pushed away, and they take a single. So at the moment it's 14 for 4, and they are on the run here, the Rebels. Tell me something, Douglas. After 2007 World Cup, after 2007 World Cup, one would have thought that cricket in Bermuda would have taken off.
Yeah.
And that was the motivation that the young man would have playing in the parks would have needed to see. Their national team in the World Cup.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, in my opinion. Why?
And I share the same opinion as you. It didn't happen. I can give you a whole host of reasons, but I'm going to be politically correct to say we have new administration now, people with a purpose, and I think we're going to move on. That's just how it is.
Have the former cricketers who played at that World Cup, have they been keen to come and help the current crop?
Yes and no. A lot of them have moved on to other things in life, but some are presidents running clubs. And I, in my estimation, I mean, we had an interesting meeting not too long ago for all the clubs in Bermuda, and I'll share this with you, is that some of the people that have played in that World Cup, you would think that their clubs and you would think that they're going to push Bermuda's youth and the agenda of improving. We certainly didn't get that. We certainly still don't have that in some areas. But we're fighting now hard to get it back.
Oh, that's a quick delivery. And that's a wonderful catch. Listen, this wicketkeeper has caught the eye. A wonderful catch indeed. It was quick, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So that's what? 5 down now, the Rebels. 22 for 5. You're making quite a statement here, Douglas.
Well, the keeper's very, very good. He's by far the best we've got in the country. Very fit. He spent the last 4 months, we've spent a lot of money, the cricket board, on a fitness program for the players. Zico, the wicketkeeper, Cinny Smith.
Well, I'm impressed with him. What I like about him is that he gets into position very quickly. He skips around very quickly. He's always in position. Burgess has tested him today.
Yeah.
Pushing some down the leg side, but he's always there. He's always skipping around and getting into position. But that was a fantastic catch. 22 for 5. The Rebels are in some hot waters here.
Yeah. But yeah, the keeper has worked hard. I was even watching him just warming up, and I was watching his glove work and listening to the sound of the ball in his glove.
So it's 22 for 5 at the moment. Excellent performance. Tell us a bit about this young man, Burgess. He's taken 3 for 6.
Zico character. As you see, he's really muscular. I don't think he's really reached his peak in even bowling yet. This is probably some of the best I've seen him bowl, probably because the pitch gives him a bit of assistance here.
Oh, look at the carry. Excellent.
Yeah, it's clay with, pressed clay with matting on top. So he's enjoying it. Any quick bowler gets something that's helping the ball to carry, then they're going to just push in. So he's not looking bad at the moment. I'm happy to see that it's running in a bit better.
Yes, 22 for 5. We're not yet out of the power play, and they've lost 5 wickets here, the Rebels. Here's a strong man who would have been working a lot with Douglas in terms of his strength and conditioning, his fitness. That delivery, last delivery, moving away from the right-handed Manav Patel, but he was able, it was too short, he was able to negotiate it. Manav Patel would have played at the minor league, the USA minor league for the Florida Beamers. Oh, this one rats along the ground. Up and down bounce there. As Manav looks around, he's not sure. Let's have a look at this again here, Douglas. As you can see, no lack of effort from the big fast bowler, and it just stayed down.
Yeah, that didn't rise at all.
Had that been directed to the stumps, there would have been problems.
That's the tricky part about this pitch. You saw it yesterday too, do 1 or 2 like that.
How's been your time here in the United States?
Oh, it's good. We got in, day before yesterday. Long travel.
How long is the flight from Bermuda? It might be what, an hour?
3 hours from
Bermuda
to Miami. And then we caught a coach drive. Pretty nice coach and comfortable ride down here. I think it took like 4.5, 5 hours. It was okay. Stopped to get something to eat, obviously. The youngsters, they're a bit impatient. They don't handle those long rides easy. But it was good. It was the accommodation and the transport was good.
Yes, you'll want to be comfortable. You'll want your players to be comfortable as well. After 6, it's 22 for 5. And Avilev Rock, 2 for 8. He is going to continue. As Douglas has been saying, he's not at full throttle.
No.
He's just trundling in. But still, he's been a handful. That's a good delivery, just back of a length. What's the system like in Bermuda in terms of the domestic cricket? How many teams you have in the top flight?
Okay, there's like 7 and 6. now it's going to be 6 and 7, I think it is. So it's like 6 teams and 7 teams that in the top flight. Like 13 clubs altogether in Bermuda. And the cricket is not too bad, actually. It's not too bad. We, the older persons like myself will look back, and you have a lot of them say about the cricketing like it used to be. A whole lot of things in the whirling, but like it used to be. Before we had curl stoves, now you got microwave. So things do change.
Yep.
And so it's a different type of cricket now. It's a different brand of cricket people play. You have a influx of 2020 cricket, and it's for the fast. It's for TV. Like what we got here. You could play 2 games in a day. In a weekend, you got this whole tournament out of the way. Everybody's happy. The sponsors, the fans, everyone's happy.
A bit too straight, and Patty gets off strike. Brings the man of Patel on to strike now. So it's 23 for 5. Another wicket here, and the tail will be coming in for the Rebels. I think the Rebels have been shell-shocked with the pace of the Bermuda national team. Leverock, who is the nephew of the former Bermuda player Dwayne Leverock. What has become of Dwayne Leverock these days?
Well, he's still a police officer, and he's the chairman of selectors at the moment. So that's what he's doing. He's still involved with cricket and helping to put teams together and things like that.
Everyone remembers that catch that he took at Queen's Park Oval. Nothing shot there from Manav.
I like to remind people that yes, his uncle was top cricketer, World Cup player, and such. But his father played for Bermuda, Dave Greenwich, excellent player, smooth with the bat, just smooth in everything he does, and out of Barbados and related to the Greenwiches there. So it's like when you're looking to have a good racehorse, you look for good stock.
Yes.
So he comes from good stock, and so it's no surprise he's able to perform the way he does. And his father is very good with him and instrumental in his cricket, and talking to him, listening to him talk in the meeting this morning, and I'm just reflecting. It's like, okay, he sounds like his dad. He sounds like his dad. So he's got. He's well grounded in the foundations and what he gets in his sporting talent.
So he's done very well here. 7 overs so far, 23 for 5. He has bowled his 2, taken 2 for 9.
I call him lunchbox. Brangman.
So it's 23 for 5, and here comes Lunchbox. He's into the attack now.
Yeah, his nickname's Lunchbox. We asked him yesterday, why do they call you Lunchbox? And he said, well, he used to go to games and he didn't like the lunches that were provided, so he took his own lunch.
Another very strong looking player.
Actually, he looks good too. He's trimmed down. He's spent time in the gym. He actually looks a fine specimen at the moment.
In and out, driven hard back to him by Patty. Just couldn't hold on to it. Difficult chance there for Patty. Oh, that's a good delivery. That one came on with the arm.
He's always constantly in the top bowling figures in Bermuda every year.
Slowing that one up. So you're seeing variations here from Brangman. in the air, and he struck away for 6. Big hit there by Manav Patel.
This would be a good test for him. These matches here and this tournament. The last time he's been representing Bermuda, didn't get on the way he wanted, you know, that he would have liked. So he's worked hard at it. So let's hope this one is a better tournament for him.
In the air again, Manav hits him back-to-back 6s, and that takes the score on to 36. Well, Brangman struck for 2 6s of his last over, tossing that one up. It was in the slot, and Manav Patel went down the ground with him. Still in a lot of problems here after hit overs. The Rebels, they're 36 for 5. At one stage they were 14 for 4. Skipper Rawlings is going to come back into the attack. $36 for 5. Flatter. Never collects. Is there a big T20 league in Bermuda?
Well, we play regular T20, but this year is going to be exciting. There's what we call a BPL.
Mm-hmm. This one runs away down to backward point.
So what we're looking to do is a Bermuda Premier League, which is going to happen before we have to play these qualifiers against Canada and the other 2 teams that qualify. So with that, we even like here, we're trying to make some contact to see who can come up to Bermuda, you know, whether it's a make it just go on.
Yeah, well, I was so engrossed in listening to you that I missed that. So Rawlings come back, he strikes. Delray Rawlings gets his first. It's 39 for 6. And good old Douglas is not going to miss out. 39 for 6.
Looked like it was Subir that caught it. Looked like it was Subir.
Man leaving is Manav Patel.
See?
He was a danger man. He struck 2 6s in the last over. There he was looking to force it through the offside, and the catch taken.
So yeah, so the Bermuda Premier League, which is going to be held, so the Bermuda Premier League that will be played this year, Barbados is coming up, so it's going to be Bermuda, Barbados, and we're looking to trying to get a team from here, like the teams we're playing today, whether we have a combination or the Titans or the Gladiators or something like that. So that's what we're looking at exploring as well while we're here.
When is that?
Sorry?
When is
That's
that?
in September.
Oh, excellent.
Oh no, the tournament September, late August, early September.
This time he's on, he's gone, he's bowled him. 39 for 7. All of a sudden, Delray Rawlings is on a hat trick.
I think that would have been Taryn. That would have been Taryn Frey that caught it. That would have been Taryn Frey that caught that ball. Sorry.
Well, look at this. The arm ball coming in. New batter just backing away, and Delray goes with his stumps. 39 for the loss of 7, the Rebels. So at the moment, Rollins has 2 for 10 and he's on a hat trick. Rollins, who would have played at the US Open on many occasions, he's no stranger to the cricketing fraternity here in the United States. And it's now 39 for the loss of 7. Huh? So Rollins has 1 delivery to go in this over, and he's on a hat trick. He goes down and he places his first slip meticulously. Reminds me of Joey Carew, who used to move his fielders on a specific blade of grass. Here's Rollins on a hat trick. Coming forward is Desai. End of the over. At the end of it, 39 for 7.
So yeah, so if this Bermuda Premier League kicks off the way we anticipate, then each year you'll be having like franchise cricket. We're looking to just branch off into something like that. So it's taking it slow, but I visualize it going good, and that's why I said earlier about the present administration. The present administration are really gung-ho. They're in there. They're trying to do things that's going to propel Bermuda forward. And most importantly, I don't think that we had before was sustainability in our sport. Now we're trying to make sure we got things that are sustainable, that when, you know, my grandson and everybody else and people's grandchildren come through, then they can play this wonderful game of cricket and enjoy this wonderful game of cricket and play it at a high level. So it's important that we, you know, be good stewards of the game at the Bermuda Cricket Board, and I think, you know, we're working hard and diligently to do that now.
You know, I'm listening to you speak, Douglas, and I'm telling myself you have Barbadian roots.
Nope, not Barbados. No, I'm a small island man. Nevis. I'll tell everybody, Nevision. All right? So
St. Kitts Nevis.
Nah, Nevis.
I remember once taking a ferry from, I was covering a CPL game in St. Kitts, and on the day off I took a ferry to go down to Nevis. Lovely beaches down there. Sliced away, they take 1, and they're going to go back for 2. Yes, and I was taking the ferry, and everyone was inside, so it was jam-packed.
Right.
But no one was to the back of the ferry that was open out. There was a nice seating area, and there was no one there. So I sat on a box, a nice big box. I sat on it, enjoyed the journey going back. And I wondered to myself, why weren't there anyone sitting there? As this again is tapped away. Well fielded there at a point. Can't prevent the single.
And did you get wet back there?
I did. You know, you get the spray.
Right.
It's not that bad. You know, as a visitor, you want to enjoy these things. But as the ferry pulled up in Nevis, there was a hearse that came and took my seat.
That's right.
Apparently, I was sitting on a box with a dead man in it.
That's right. I saw that there, not Christmas gone, Christmas before last. And I was amazed. I was down on this front street, if I call it, and I watched them pull a coffin out of the boat. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what on earth is going on there?
Well, your Levrock is going to continue. Good delivery. Your countryman, you're probably one of the most famous cricketers to come from there, Renato Morton, actually sadly died in Trinidad and Tobago in a car crash.
Right. So funny, I'm sitting there and watching this same thing as you, and I was amazed. And I asked the guy, I said, well, what's happening? Why are they bringing the coffin by boat? Did they have to go over for autopsy or whatever? And he said, no. He said, ironically, that's his brother. So the indigo
Wow.
was his brother. And we were sitting down there, you know, having a couple of drinks as it was. And he said it's his brother, but it's cheaper for them to send the body over to St. Kitts to store it at the funeral home
Mm-hmm.
and then bring it back.
Wow.
So obviously it must be cheap. It's more expensive to hang on to the dead in Nevis.
In Nevis. Well, well, well.
So that was interesting. I was just as surprised as you, and obviously, you know, it was a big joke after that there.
It's 44 for 7. This is no joke here in Tampa. The Bermudians, they are on a roll here, so to speak. Let's see.
And talk about Nevis, the young boy there, Subir,
Mm-hmm.
young Dominic Subir, found out today he wears a watch, and it's his grandfather's watch, and his grandfather was a doctor in Bermuda from Nevis.
Wow.
And I'm touched because his grandfather was also my doctor, and every time I went to him, you know, I'm going to him for an annual checkup, and we just talked cricket. So, and his grandfather was captain of Nevis at the time, so that was interesting. So watching him on the field, and he's tall like his grandfather, he loves the game as well, but him wearing a watch, and there was an old leather band on it, and he says every time I bat, I wear this watch that his grandfather, you know, passed on to him. So it's really touching this morning listening to him talk about that.
Excellent indeed. So at the end of the 10th over, it's 44 for the loss of 7.
Okay, I'm just gonna go order something for the players after.
Not too long, eh? Delroy, not the break, not too long. comes in now to replace Rawlings. Remember, although the Bermuda national team would like to win this title, they're using this as practice as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone has to get a chance here, Douglas.
Yeah, we're not going to be winning this title. We're going to play 3 matches and then hit the road.
Oh. So it's Brangman. This time it's an allowed appeal, and umpire Delroy is unmoved. I've never seen an umpire stand so far from the crease. He's standing in Trinidad and Tobago. How on earth could he see the crease from that distance? He's actually at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Almost impossible. Well, we're not side on, but it was a close call.
So is this tournament every year?
Yes.
And this time during the year?
Yes. It's a
This
part of
is
the MCL.
MCL.
Yes.
Because this is, I'm looking at this, and maybe they're listening at home in Bermuda anyway, but maybe our club can make this a wonderful tour.
Yeah, I think it should. Good delivery coming on with the arm. So Brangman showing some variety here.
You know, a club team that in Bermuda, out of the 13 clubs, to say we could do a pre-season tour, come down here, play this tournament.
Well, actually 4 MC tournaments every year.
4.
You have this one, and
this is February.
yeah, and then in a couple of time, I'll get the dates for you. I'll send it to your number.
Sure.
You have MCL, which is a SIP tournament in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Now, where's them here? Like, is that sort of in the middle of America?
Yeah,
Okay.
small west. And then from there, later on in the year, in August, you have another MC in Chicago.
Right.
And in October, you have another MCL in Florida, which might be easy for you.
So I think
In Fort Lauderdale.
right. So the Februarys and the Octobers look good. Probably even February be great for clubs in Bermuda to come here and do a pre-season. So,
Of course, they'll get international exposure as well. So the
Yeah.
players from there will be seen over the world
Yeah.
on maqtv.com. $44 for 7, is it?
7.
Burgess is back and he's gone. Looking to guide this down to third, and Burgess strikes again, and the 8th wicket has fallen. That man, Sidney Smith, is showing how good he is with the glove. Burgess. So at the moment, 46 for 8. Rebels under some pressure here. It's looking to guide the third man into the gloves of Smith.
So tell me about this. Tell me about this tournament, and that there's about how many matches teams play a piece?
I think it's about 4. If you go to finals, it'll be 5.
Right. So it's about 4 matches. Then entry fee. The money is about what, $6,000?
I don't know what exactly is the prize money, but Vice Chairman of Cricket Council USA runs the tournament is sitting behind you. So you might have a word with him when you come off commentary. He'll be able to furnish you with all the
mean the fella
information.
that's asking me, is this person still a politician in Bermuda, and this person a politician in Bermuda? Sounds like he knows a lot of politicians.
Yeah, he's
so.
friends with a lot of politicians.
Yeah, so maybe he's the right person to talk to.
Maybe he's a politician too. Who,
Well,
who knows?
okay.
And he's in the telecom business, so he's connected. 8 wickets down. Burgess is continuing. He has taken 4 for 6, would you believe? A loud appeal. Delroy is unmoved.
What is MAQ TV. Tell me.
So MAQ TV is the company that broadcasts all the cricket that is played by Council USA. So this is why this tournament is actually it's in Tampa, but it's under the umbrella Cricket Council USA, of which Mark Curry is the chairman.
So when you say Cricket Council of USA, what about you say cricket? Where does this
Well,
Cricket
Council USA is not the central body that controls cricket here. It's a parallel body that serves as a feeder in assisting state cricket. And he's dropped him! In and out. Burgess must be unhappy. That catch should have been 10. I would have taken that with my eyes blindfolded and my hands tied behind my Douglas.
Oh, that's young tremendous. He's a interesting character. He's so cool, so calm, and funny. When he talks, he just start laughing. So
Well, I don't think Burgess will be laughing.
no. I don't think they'll be too stressed with this today. But they're gonna find something like that.
He is looking for 5. Oh, that's good pace. Pace here by him. 48 for 8. And the way things are looking, we may get an early finish here to this one. Here's Burgess running in. Struck on the pad. There's a long field. And not out is the. Why are they looking at the square leg umpire? It should be the standing umpire. They're appealing for like before. Let's have a look again. That was high. Just in the midst of an excellent spell here. 4-5. Julian today saw Ramjata and take 5 wickets. Shot right back him, just out of reach. There's a chance to run out, and I think wicket number 9 won't get past Smith. That's one thing. 48 for 9. Good presence of mind by the mid-on to go to the wicketkeeper's end. 48 for 9, though.
And what they were saying this morning in the team was good, is that a lot of times throw balls in and then they don't go over to the keeper. There may be one bounce. It's not a good throw. Our keeper will always clean it up. No matter how bad the throw is, he will clean it up. It's what Sidney Smith is really good at. It wasn't the greatest throw, but he could up. You still got a wicket. So that was a good example of them talking about something this morning and Smith executing today.
And done there by Smith. So it's 9 down for 48. Still an opportunity for Burgess is always at the end of the over. 49 after 12. Well, this is continuing, which means that there's still a ball go. So he's looking to end 5 here. 49. Bermuda doing a wonderful job just keeping low, and look at Smith. He even did that. This guy would collect your rent. He's so good.
I like that one.
48 for 9. It's the end of over. Douglas is having a good time here.
He collect your rent. Well, he's a banker, so he's collecting money.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So the last batsman, Kuruvati, his name tells me that he has Sri Lankan heritage, if not parent.
I saw yesterday a young came down. He drove 9 hours and played yesterday in the warm-up match we had. I think it's amazing. So the players in the tournament come from all over America.
Yes. And that was CCUSA afford you the platform to perform by hosting these tournaments all over America.
Right.
And players here, I noticed they spare no thought in doing their homes and coming down to play cricket.
What I admired about the young guy yesterday, 9 hours. He said he got at 4 o'clock or something, drove down, played.
For TJ, make good offer there. Next time it's an offer like that, he may get married. Brangman, just looking to get that one wicket to his name to build his confidence. This time it's in the air. Catch is taken now, and that's the end of that. 48 out. The Rebels, they are able to reach the 50. I thank Douglas for being with us, and he'll be joining us in the second innings after they go for the break. 48 all out. The target is 49 when we come back. So welcome back as we continue coverage of this MCL in Tampa for the President's Cup. This is President's Cup weekend. And joining me is Douglas out of Bermuda. Douglas is a strength and conditioning manager.
No, not the strength and conditioning. High performance.
High performance, sorry.
Chairman. Nothing about strength and no conditioning.
Well, you seem to be in good condition. You're a strong man.
Well,
Probably that is why I said that. But the high performance chairman is here with me, Douglas, and he, I'm sure, is enjoying what the Bermudan boys have put out so far. The Rebels were bowled out for only 48, Douglas. That's a good bowling performance. Clinical.
It's good, but sometimes you want, if you're really practicing like this, you want them to make a bit more runs, to be honest, so my batsman could get a good time at the wicket, and you want the bowlers, everybody to get a bowl. But we got 2 games tomorrow, so I'm sure everybody will get a good chance.
Outside the off stump, and they start with a wide. Sherawat. Last game this evening, you will see that the Tampa Tigers in action, led by the venerable Prahlad Madhubishi. This time Lefrak plays it away on the offside, so he's off and running. It's 2 now without loss. What is the most you can get out of a tour here leading into Argentina?
Good question. Very good question. The most we can get is batting time, bowling time, and in the middle. You know, remember, this is coming out of Bermuda's winter, so it's a bit chilly. And you don't get to run in and bowl like you really want, and bat as well. So just game time is so critical for this team at the moment.
Well, speaking about Bermuda's winter time, in Trinidad and Tobago now you have cricket being played year-round, 12 months a year. Signal wide down the leg side. Shawarat. Just want to find his range early here. If they are to make a fist of this, they would need to take wickets and take them in bagfuls early on. Clipped away. Free, just allowing that one to come on to him a bit. Tell us a bit about Free.
Frey, very solid individual, good boy, a compact batsman, a batsman I enjoy watching play. He doesn't like to give his hand away too easily, but very correct batsman.
Gets this away behind square. Seems an elegant player.
Yeah, certainly.
Just looking at him and you can realize that.
You know, there are people talk about, is he, you know, a 2020 player? Well, I just like to show him you look at the numbers. I think the last year before last, he was number 4 in the 2020 batting. So he's a good striker of the ball. He's not going to be hitting all over the big sixes if you want. He can, but he will nurse it around.
Cracked away, down over point, and that'll bounce away into the boundary for 4. Well, when you have Lefrak at the other end to do that, all Frey needs to do is to turn over the strike.
Yeah.
And it makes him a perfect foil for the stroke players.
But he works tirelessly on his game. Watching him before the match, he's hitting balls upon balls, you know, cuts, drives, even, you know, on his knee, paddling the ball and sweeping the ball. So he works tirelessly. So
it's very refreshing to hear that cricket is alive and well in Bermuda. And Douglas here just bringing all that information to us. Really happy to hear that, Douglas. Yeah, when you see a team reach the pinnacle to play at the World Cup, you know, you're always curious as to whether cricket is still being played on the island. I know Gus Logie is no longer there.
Actually, he's back in Bermuda. His wife teaches at a school, so he's back there. He's doing a bit of club work with this club, Bayless Bay. So he's doing some good things there. The actual club that Tarrant plays for, actually. Tarrant's the captain of as well.
Yeah.
So he works along with Gus constantly, weekly.
Again, looking for room. Can't get enough of it. Can't free his arms as he wants. Shawarat brings a very lengthy overturn end. At the end of 1, it's 8 without loss.
how is this league helping to develop cricketers here in America? Like, yesterday we were here, and we had to smile. Over there on the other far field, there were little children playing rugby. They were 8-year-olds, and they were just like, had the coach, big burly guy, and he was like, it's all in there. I'm like, wow, like intense. So you see all of that football coming through. So you know they're going to be looking to play NFL and all of that. What's happening with cricket here in the USA, in this region? Do you have them at 8, 9, 10?
Not really. You have them around that age as members of the diaspora, the Indian diaspora, the West Indian diaspora,
Right.
the Pakistani diaspora.
Right.
And cricket is centered around them here in the United States. Hopefully, it'll catch on with the locals, quote unquote. A number of South Africans are now making this their home in order to play the game as well. So, you know, it's growing. In Boston alone, I was told there are 1,600 clubs. So that should tell you something. But what this tournament and CCUSA does, it could be explained in one observation that you made yesterday, that a young man can drive 9 hours to come.
Yeah.
It means that the game is now being exposed to the masses,
Right.
and those who look for cricket, they will find cricket. At least it's here to be found. So this is a caravan, really, from here to Arkansas, then Chicago, back to Fort Lauderdale, and in between there is a possibility of this year a tournament in Washington. Played away down to third man for 4. Manav Patel too wide, and the ever elegant Free just guiding it down to third man for 4. As you can see from the replay, not trying to overhit it, just placing it away from the lone slip fielder.
So there's a game actually after this?
There is one game this evening,
Right here.
at 6 p.m. on the lights. Tell us a bit, Douglas, about the youth level cricket. Is there a structure for youths coming through Bermuda?
Yeah, we do have good youth coming through. We have under 8s, 10s. We have those teams playing. The challenge that we're throwing out there, particularly to clubs, is that we need more clubs having youth teams. They give you a whole lot of reasons why that they ain't got a youth team, but that's the same club has a football youth team.
Right.
So
they're not making the effort.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's a choice.
But, you know, it could be a case of the cricket board. They're making it mandatory. In Trinidad and Tobago, you must have a B team. If you don't have a B team, you cannot take part in the national competitions. The B team tends to be the feeder team, the development team. But it's mandatory.
All right. Well, that's been thrown around as well. Might be something that I would like to pursue. I think I was saying it before that you would lose points if you don't have a youth team, and I threw that idea around. So it's just a matter of us saying, yes, this is what it is, and if you don't have a youth team, then you're going to lose points or some penalty. But, you know, why would you as a club not strive to have youth and a senior for sustainability? Why would you not want to have youth, you know? So I just think that it's laziness. It's laziness. And you got a lot of clubs that are football clubs that rely on football or prefer football.
Cracked away through the offside. There is a sweeper in position. He runs around and collects, and the lever goes back for 2. Scores 17 without loss. Remember, the target is 49, but it gives us an opportunity in speaking to the high performance manager Douglas here about the health of cricket in Bermuda. We have thousands of viewers that are logged on to MAQ TV on a regular basis, so they now will be able to get an understanding of what is available in Bermuda. Left rock pulls and pulls well, imperiously into the boundary for 4. This guy is some talent, left rock.
Yeah, I give maybe 5 overs max today, and you probably want to wrap it up within 5 overs.
Yeah, that was a
So long as he's
lovely
there.
shot. Well, if he continues like that, they may wrap it up in
Yeah.
4.
So yeah, so clubs should be mandatory. I like what Trinidad's doing. Because you got to keep the game going, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to look
Yeah.
at the next generation of
Exactly.
players coming through.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I found. You asked a question earlier about persons that were involved in the 2007 World Cup. I would challenge them to try to get more youth playing and get out there and promoting cricket more.
Well, I guess soccer is the #1 sport down in Bermuda. Cracked away through the offside for 4. End of the over, 24 without loss after 2.
Well, soccer's easy, isn't it? You just get a field and you throw a ball out there.
Yeah.
It's a heck of a lot easier. It's a bit more expensive to do cricket. But again, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I
Well,
would
the
like to see
economy
more
should
do
be
it.
strong in Bermuda.
Yeah, it's strong enough. Again, it boils down to choice.
Yes.
It boils down to choice.
So on average, how many top-class cricket fields are there in Bermuda?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 7 or something like that.
Is it of international standard?
Nah, we got maybe 3. The stadium, National Sports Center. Then there's a few called St. David's, and then it's one called Somerset Bridge or White Hill Field. So we got 3 that are very, very good size and enjoyable. Certainly enjoyable to sit off and watch the game on. It's fantastic. I remember a story. A policeman came Bermuda, and he was down one of the fields in Cold St. David's, and his first duty as a police officer in Bermuda was manning the gates to a cricket match, and he was just like amazed at watching the game, watching the water, watching the boats. It just blew his mind. So it is pretty to watch games in Bermuda.
Oh, should skip across there sometime
Of course.
soon. And we can do an in-depth interview on what's happening with cricket in Bermuda. Dab the way.
So the biggest thing I think this year is the BPL, Bermuda Premier League.
Mhm.
That's the big thing that we're really pushing, which would be similar to this.
Well, that's something that could really help in attracting the youth to come across and have a look. Oh, committed early to the shot there, free. That one just flew off a good length. So the pitch has been two-paced, to be honest.
Tell us about this type of pitch. They tell me it's clay underneath and a mat on top.
Yeah, so they roll the clay and then, you get great compaction, hence the bounce and carry. And then you put the mat, and the mat may take a little bit off in terms of the pace, but the bounce is evident.
How do
The
you
bounce
seal
is always
how do
there.
you seal the mat down?
Normally with pegs. Similar to
pegs.
back in the day in
Yeah.
the Caribbean when
Yeah,
you use
that's
matting,
right,
the
yeah.
jute matting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a similar arrangement. There are some grounds in America I've noticed though that you have concrete under
Yeah, that's right.
under the mat,
Mhm.
and in that case they normally stick it down with
Right.
glue.
Yeah.
Oh, this is well played elegantly by Free, and he goes back for 2. M picks up and throw, but it's not a magnificent throw.
So how often during the season would they take it up, resurface, roll it again, and put the pegs down?
I think it's just probably prior to the season and then midway.
Okay.
Normally what they do as well is roll the mat in.
Because I know Frey was talking about it. We were talking about it yesterday.
Mhm.
That he'd like to put in an artificial surface for his club, so they can get a bit more training, and maybe that's something we can look at in Bermuda.
Well, this goes into the boundary, so that's 5 wide. Let's go motoring along now. I think this is going to end way before 5 overs. I think it's 31 now without loss with this 5 wide. Oh, you feed it there for the wicketkeeper. That one hitting a soft spot. They may want to remove that part of the mat and give it a wetting and roll it to compact that area. So this is just outside the off stump.
It's going to be a great evening for you guys.
Well, I'm sure that Douglas will have a bear at the end of this victory.
Or two.
Or two. Well, there's a lot. Oh, that's a wonderful shot there by Free. All the way for 6. That's a huge hit. That's all timing. Elegant. He looked very elegant in playing that shot. It's out of here.
Yeah.
Have a look. Oh, that's smooth. That's very smooth indeed. So whilst the fielder runs around to get that ball, we should have a short break here. So it's going to be Desai to take up the attack. 33 without loss after 3. And with me is Douglas, the high performance manager of the Bermuda cricket team. Cracked away by left rock. One bounce into the boundary for 4. So Desai giving him room just to crash it through the offside. 37. And the good old Ducky was saying that in 5 overs this could be done. I think that your boys are in a hurry. I like the look of Levrock.
Good player. Good player.
As you said, he has good roots.
Of course.
The Levrocks and also the Greenwiches.
Yeah.
I say thank you to our guy Hemant, who has been a good host, bringing beers and what have you, soft drinks and hard drinks. Chelsea appreciates it, sir. 37 without loss. This is the 4th over. Desai. I tell you, with Levrock in this mood, you don't want to bowl to him. But this time he's backing across. Nice high elbows. Shows that he can play test cricket as well. Yes, Desai is back and cutting again. He loves to play through the offside. This is running down to the sweeper. And he takes just one. So Levrock goes to 20. And just 11 away from victory. I'm sure the boys will be happy.
Yeah, short work.
They may well appreciate the rest, having flown in just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They played yesterday. That a long drive. Played yesterday and then they played again today. Earlier on today, it was very hot.
And it's 2 games tomorrow, so that's getting out of this one early. resting up well for 2 games tomorrow is going to be good.
Desai settling down now. 5 runs off his 4 deliveries. Experienced man, Desai. There's the elegant free. Just playing it away on the offside. Up next, the Tampa Tigers will be in action. The hosts. This one just touching it around the corner.
So Tampa Tigers are a local team.
That's the local team here. And led by Prahlad Madhubishi, who was the president of the TPL, the Tampa Premier League.
Is there any players there from USA's under 19 and
then there's some players there that has come through the minor league ranks. So there should be some good opposition.
so if we used to bring in an under 19 team here, you'll be able to find under 19 teams to play against us.
What happens? CCUSA normally hosts what is called the Youth US Open. And normally you have about 4 teams from Trinidad and Tobago coming up to play in that. A team from Canada and a team from North Carolina.
Because the umpire asked about that earlier. I think it's around Thanksgiving you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
But this year a date is still to be set. It may well happen in December and may well play alongside the US Open.
So you're saying Canada, Boston, Trinidad,
No, Canada, North Carolina,
North Carolina.
and Trinidad. Yeah, Trinidad normally sends about 6 teams. Youth
Really?
teams,
Really?
under 15, under 19. Yeah, you should consider bringing your team to Trinidad as well.
Well, the ladies have been to Trinidad a few times. That was good. We met the cricket center. What's
Right, the
name?
National Cricket Center in Balmain, Vancouver.
Yeah, that's where we were.
Yes.
And you could stay there or something too,
You can
right?
stay there as
yeah, that
well.
was good. We did that.
He's back, pulling away and crashing it down the ground. Who says that free can't hit them long? There it goes, over the fence again. He loves to go in that region. That's 6 more. So I think we're down to what? 4 needed to win, Chelsea? That 6 should take it to 45. So we're just down to 4 runs needed to win for a wonderful, what should be a 10-wicket victory. In fact, they're shaking hands, which means that it seems as if the job is all over.
Oh, it's 45.
Well, they're shaking hands. I think they're going to call it a day. So it's a 10-wicket victory for Bermuda. Well, the official scorer is just indicating to the players out there that they're still 4 runs short of a victory. The Bermuda team, they're at the edge of the boundary on the far side. I think they'll be enjoying this win, the first win in the tournament for them, the first match. Getting back and looking to pull. Too close to him there for the shot free. Free has looked elegant.
Yeah.
I like the look of him. Clipping it away nicely, and that's the victory, I think, formalized. Will it go into the boundary? The fielder down there giving chase, and it pulls up now. Desai, he catches it. So still 2 more required for victory. And it'll be congratulations to the Bermudans, claiming a 10-wicket win. Some baton to that, I'm sure. There was that sound. But you have to hand it to the bowler. He's not giving up,
No.
Patel. Just probably an inside edge onto that. That would have saved him. Sammy backs away. End of the over. So at the end of over number 5, it's 47 without loss. The wind is very strong out there. The guys are losing their headgear. So it's getting a bit overcast. I don't know if it's overcast or if it's the time of the evening. It's now just 4:30 in the afternoon, 4:35, 5:30 in the Eastern Caribbean, 4:30 in Jamaica. Is it 4:30 in Bermuda as well?
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't even know.
That's when you enjoy yourself.
Have a look at my phone.
So he's back and forcing through the offside. I think that's the end of that. A massive 6 by... in fact, he's out caught. Levrock is out caught. And look at celebrations from G. Levrock goes with 2 runs required. G is having a good time. He took a fantastic catch. For a moment there, I thought it was going to go over his head. There was Levrock looking to finish it in a typical West Indian style with a boundary. And good old G. The moment is the greatest cricketing moment for him there. Look at him. Well, luckily, there is a Bermudan player who was padded up. He has 1 pad on.
I was watching him. I was watching the race to put it on.
He has, I think, 1 pad on. He's missing 1. Shall be a good time to take a short break.
Yeah, 1 pad.
so we're back here. Just 2 required for victory. A lovely catch there again. Look at G. G's on top of the world, isn't he? So Trey Manders is in. He's going to take strike. I don't think he was really ready to come out. Desai getting the wicket. A fantastic catch on the boundary's edge. So just 2 runs to formalize the victory here for Bermuda. Manders is back. And well, the Rebels, they have great support on the sidelines. As you can hear them there, Douglas. Well, that could have taken his head off. Look at G. Oh my. The ball hits him on the face. And they take 2. That's the victory. Congratulations to Bermuda. Yeah. And G goes from 0 to 0 because the next delivery hits him on the face.
He put his foot to the ball and the ball kicked up and hit his face.
Look at this. This is called putting your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
Wow. It rode up and struck him. One hopes that, you know, he's okay. 49 for 1. Congratulations to Bermuda. Congratulations to Doggy and the boys.
Yeah.
And we look forward to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow should be even better. We've got 2 games tomorrow.
And I'm sure we'll be right here.
And stretch them a bit more tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Great. So
right.
Congratulations to Bermuda. We take a short break before match 3 starts.